Hey Kelly, how's it going? So I just want to go and get this video over to you real quick. Basically, this is for roofing Boise. This is where you guys are targeting. The other areas that you are targeting, Nampa, um, Caldwell, Meridian, Kuna, we can look at those specifically later on, but this is going to be the main search term that you're going to want to be ranking for because it actually has the highest search volume. If we go over here, we can see it's got 300 searches a month. That's obviously quite a bit, and it's somewhat difficult to rank for. It's nothing that's going to happen overnight. So if anybody's trying to promise you it's going to be overnight, I'd be very cautious of that. But you are capable to rank for it if you put in the right processes that I'm going to kind of explain to you real quick. So if we go back here to the search results page, we type in roofing Boise, you're greeted by the Google guaranteed, and then you have the Google ads down below. Now most people, these can work if you run them right. The issue though is they don't hold a lot of trust with the customers, because typically they've had bad experiences in the past, and it's just people, they just don't trust it. They view ads as spam. What people do trust though is this map pack and the organic listings down below. So let's go and talk about this map pack real quick and why it's so important. It's really important because this is where a lot of the market is heading as people continue to use their smartphones, because people don't like to scroll, right? I'm sure you don't like to scroll. I don't like to scroll. When they type it in on their phones, this is pretty much the first thing that pops up, and they're given three options. And they even have, this is on my laptop obviously, but they have a click to call feature right here on the side. Pretty much, it kind of goes without being said, if you're not really ranked in here, you're kind of just leaving money on the table, and that's not a good thing. Now, the way you get ranked in here is through these things called citations. And not to get too technical, but all a citation is simply your business's information listed in different roofing directories across the web, and they need to be relative to roofing because Google's not really counting all the ones that are from just different farming sources. I know a lot of people, they'll go out and they'll just spam everywhere. You can't spam them. Google's smart. You have to do it the right way. But you can go out, you plug in your information on these different directories, and you call it a day. It's like a one and done kind of thing. The next thing that we want to focus on is these organic rankings down below. So clearly, Madison Roofing, they're at the top, and they're actually getting the lion's share of the traffic. If we were to go over and check them out, actually, we can see they're getting 365 people visiting their site every single month. And let's just say that they're just an awful company, okay? Let's just say that of that 365, they've got a closing rate of 10%. So that'd be basically 36. And we both know that the average roofing job is about $10,000. That's still $360,000 of revenue that they're bringing in on a bad month. Just to kind of put that out there. So they're getting a lot of traffic and probably a lot of money just by sitting in that spot. In fact, they've got a traffic value of $5.4 thousand. And basically how that's calculated is if they were to take, $5,400 a month, throw it into a Google ad campaign, that's how much traffic they could expect to get. The issue though is if you were, for example, to take $5,400 and throw it into your own Google ad campaign, kind of how I explained earlier, you're not going to be getting the best traffic. You're going to get a bunch of accidental clicks. It's going to be a waste of money. But what they've done is they're getting $5,400 worth of good, solid decision-making traffic. And the way that they've done so is through these things called backlinks. So what a backlink is, it's simply just your website's link listed on another website that is referred back to you. It's kind of like a vote. The more votes you have, the better. And not all votes are equal. You can't go out and spam them. Again, I want to make that clear. You can't get spammy backlinks. Some people can do them for super cheap, but most oftentimes it hurts the site in the long run, and you lose authority with Google. What it looks like here is that they've done it a really good way. They've got 253 votes from 47 different sources. They're also ranking for 106 different keywords, which is very ideal. You want to show up. You want to think of keywords as like names in a hat. The more times that your name is in the hat, the better chance you have of getting picked, of getting seen, right? So we also want to make sure we're targeting the right types of keywords. If we go over, we just check these out, and we only really want to care about the ones that they're on the first page for, because again, the first page is the only ones getting the traffic. Nobody's going to pages 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we check that out, they're ranked for 28 different keywords on the first page: roofing Boise, Madison roofing, roofing Boise again, Boise roofing, basically just all these variations of high volume keywords. And we could probably get ranked for those other areas that you're talking about: Nampa, Caldwell, Meridian, Kuna, Eagle. We could get ranked for all those as well. On that first page, it doesn't look like they have. And the way that you get ranked for all these keywords, okay, it's not like you can just say, hey, Google, rank me for this. You have to do it in a specific way. And the way you do that's through the content on your website. You see, this is their homepage, and there's not a whole lot of content on it, which might make you wonder, well, hey, why are they ranking for all those keywords if they don't have a whole lot of content on their website? They actually have a blog, and they actually have 132 different pages of content down here, as we can see, their Google index. So with this blog that they have countless articles of just information. Okay, they've become the local Wikipedia, if that makes sense. They're the Wikipedia of the local roofing marketplace. And just to kind of show you what I mean by that, if we go to Google again, we type in Mike Tyson, his Wikipedia page is going to show up first, not his actual website, which is listed down below. The reason being is because Wikipedia has more content on Mike Tyson than Mike Tyson has on his actual website. Google loves information. So if you can display to Google that you are the local knowledge leader when you have this website built, whether it's with me or whether it's with somebody else, you want to make sure that you have the most content in your area, or at least set yourself up to have the most content in your area like down the road, because clearly you can't just build an 132 page website overnight or even over the span of a month. This is something that takes work at for several months, probably up to a year if you put out consistent blog posts. But yeah, I hope that helps. If you work on your citations for your GMB, that'll get you ranked, and you'll start getting a lot more calls from just the GMB spot, the map pack. If you work on backlinks and getting backlinks from really solid sources, you can't spam those. I really want to emphasize that you can't spam them. Google's going to catch you. And you start working on the content for your website, that's going to get you showing up for all those different keywords that we want to rank for on the first page that get all that search volume. Just imagine if, for a second, imagine you set up your website and 6 months from now you're seeing traffic numbers like this, 365. I don't know what your guys' closing rate is, but I'm guessing it's better than 10%. So just imagine all that revenue coming in once you have a fully built site up the right way. I hope this helps. Take care, and I'll see you in a couple hours.